body, but fragile and warm from many years of arduous labor in the Shongjin coal pits, for her feet could no longer carry her. There, in the dark, where the shafts go countless fathoms deep, she slipped and fell. What? Another young girl has lost her life in a coal mining accident in one of our provinces, and the particular tragedy of the case has received national attention. Well, that's terrible. Cotton. Good cotton everywhere. I can gain prestige. Or, prestige and consciousness militancy changes. Or more prestige, lose some cotton by giving it to Nicaragua. Well, I like prestige. I like prestige. So we're going to do that. So we still have the number 2 military in the world, despite that we are not at war. We're only number 4 industrial, which sucks, but number 2 in prestige. And how far up? See, the UK, wouldn't have been unreachable. If we had made prestige a real priority, we might have been able to end up number 1 in prestige. Now 1934. Hey, we did good at the Olympics. Got some more prestige. We could, I don't remember what I was going to say. Doesn't matter. Oh, I got to pull back these troops here. Electric lights. Lovely. Remember, did I bring some transports over here? No. More electric lights. Yeah, the game's about to end. Very, very soon. So, looking at the world... Whoa. Manchu nationalists. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go rebel hunting. Now, we do still have a casus belli on, like, China or something, but I'm not going to do that. So many pop-ups. Alright, you guys are fine. I think everything's fine. Yeah. Come on, hide the navies. Oh, that's naval combat. There we go. Okay, that's fine. We've got our tasks going on. We've got lots of bureaucrats over here. They're just the wrong kinds of bureaucrats. Alright, I've got some forces here. Not very strong, though. Oh, probably they were, and then I demobilized. That's probably what happened. So, what was I doing? Oh, I was going to look at Europe and things. Ottoman Asia, Ottoman Empire, Persia, Russia. So, the North German Federation, which stretches all the way over to here. Austria. I wish the country borders would stay. They're even shadowed because I can't. So from Bohemia into East Galicia. We've got Serbia. What's this over here? Romania. And then we've got the UK. Major discoveries. Like the UK is over here. It owns Transdanubia and Croatia. Yeah. Pretty evenly. Denmark, Switzerland, Italy, Bavaria. What do we have here? We have an independent Baden. An independent little extra bit of Bavaria over here. Luxembourg. And wow, you know, Belgium's got quite the armed forces. They have a pretty high population, I think. Makes a big difference. Netherlands. Oh, yes, and an independent Flanders. Right, so you've got... Belgium is really just Wallonia. Right? Is that it? Am I getting the terms right? I think so. Well, this is Wallonia here. And this is... Wallonia. Oh, Brussels is actually in Vlaanderen, which is part of Flemish? Flanders? Flanders. France, Spain, Portugal, Morocco. French Africa! Dutch Africa! Portuguese Africa, French Africa. British South Africa. French Madagascar. Pretty interesting how that's all shaped up. I'm almost certainly going to miss a bit that someone wants to see. So that's Denmark up there, not to be confused with the British Columbia colors over here. Russia still owns Alaska. USA, which still has all this bit of Mexico in it. And then Guatemala, Honduras, Salvador, United States of Central America. USA, really? So, okay, Costa Rica is owned by the USA, like direct. Colombia. This is all UK up here, right? British South America, a little bit of French, Brazil, which is all cross-hatched. Oh, they're having anarcho-liberals. Peru, Brazil. I mean, it's possible things will change in the last few minutes here while I play the rest out. Oh, the Falklands are owned by the UK. I'm sure that won't cause any problems ever. Dutch Asia. I don't think anything here has changed over the course of the game. I think it's been pretty static. Classics rediscovered. 19th century saw a resurgent interest in ancient classics. Many of the ancient societies, Rome and Greece, were looked to for inspiration by liberal thinkers, seeing in them proto-examples and experiments in the same traditions of freedom they sought to implement in the modern era. Local Reform Club has republished some of the select pieces of ancient literature that are becoming high fashion among the educated elites of Japan. Honestly, have you nothing better to do? Lose prestige? Gain militancy? No. Or more liberalism, more consciousness? Good to see the classics receiving some attention. I definitely don't want to lose prestige. Netherlands trying to acquire state against Ethiopia. Interesting. So Ethiopia is here. I did say this was going to be my last video. It'd be really interesting. What's my relationship with Ethiopia? Oh, non-existent. Okay. Let's say, what if I allied or like protected them or something and then got involved in a war? I mean, I wouldn't be gaining territory. It would just be there to just to smash the Dutch. Just to give them a hard time. But no, we're going to keep going. Oh, I've got a decision available. Minimum wage. Despite what fiscal conservatives think, it's actually a pretty decent thing for the economy. Creates a middle class. More reactionary? More fascist? Militant fascists? Or highly militant fascist? Okay, I guess we'll sort of split it up here. How many angry comments am I going to get from people who hate the minimum wage? That's the question. La 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 la. People who hate the minimum wage have never lived in a country that doesn't have minimum wage. Military access. Sure. You can do whatever your little war and skirmish you're doing over there is. You know what I should really do? Is take some of these troops and shunt them over to the mainland. More decisions. I guess our consciousness is actually pretty high, huh? Healthcare! We're going to be an awesome country. I mean, we don't have a lot of those reforms, but that's because we haven't really had a major socialist movement at any point in our past. We've got plenty of liberalism, which is why the right side of our tree is filled out, but we've never had socialism. Which I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of that. Rebels in Korea. You are going to have some attrition problems. Unless I split you up a little bit. So let's do that. Okay. And then bring the transports home to here. Wow, we lost a lot of our conservatives. Everything else went up, especially liberals. Impressionist art. Wireless. More navies, more hull strength, more decisions. So we're going to get the minimum of each one of these, then we'll start going up. As the demands go, more electricity. Oh, our industry is falling further and further behind. Because I really haven't been babying it, right? That's probably a big part of it. For example, we have all these extra workers. What am I doing, like, not upgrading everything? Even the things that are short of stuff. Whatever. We have excess workers. Upgrade all the things. I guess a lot of it's being subsidized as well. I'm not convinced that that's a bad thing. Because it is technically employing more things. Lots of extra workers here. Yeah, there's persistent supply issues, probably with the coal, maybe related to all the, related to, all the things I have sphered? I don't know. Life needs, luxury needs, everyday needs. I guess we can put that down a little. 15-inch main armaments, advanced fire control. There you go. Reduce the taxes on the poor. Because I'm nice like that. Wasn't I doing something else? Oh, I was working on my industry. Upgrading things. We're trying to upgrade things. I don't even know if they're going to finish upgrading before the game ends. But yeah, our middle class is growing more and more and more. I guess we can try to like reopen these things and see how they do. So it might not be a bad idea to not open things that needed coal, because I think we still have a shortage of that. It's surprising to me that coal is so cheap, considering that we always have a shortage of it. You'd think, oh, I don't need to upgrade all these things. Here, though. You'd think that if there's such demand, it would be extraordinarily expensive and make us more money, but I'm pretty sure it's been pretty low overall for a good long time. We're trying to buy up as much as we can, and yeah, it's still pretty minimal. What's this? Sure, you can have military access. It's fine. It's fine. Let's upgrade all our forts on our mainland again. And our naval bases, because we have infinity money, and we have decisions to do. Oh, National Banking Act. Less loan interest, less tax efficiency. Well, no, I don't really care about that. I don't have any loans. Naval bases everywhere, because we can. I don't think there's any benefit to it, but what the hell. Spend money. Make work projects. Even on my tiny little islands. Humiliate against Nepal? No, I don't think we need to do that. That just seems mean and petty. I think we have some of these too. Yeah. Sure. Alright, we're coming up on the end of the game. I don't even know what the end game screen looks like. Ah, Japan. We have brought you... We were going to end number 3? USA! The Second Great War. That's the problem. Great War capitulation. I haven't actually been part of any Great War. I'm really disappointed, because the thing we had was not technically a Great War, I think, because it didn't have enough great powers on both sides. Son of a bitch! Oh, and I have a truce with the UK, so I can't join there. And I'm not friendly enough with the UK. Damn it. Never, no, I can't make it on time. Son of a bitch! Why are we going to end number 2 just because this war broke out? Build all the things. Yes. Build, I don't even know if we can build them in time. I should have just started pumping them like crazy. Build as many, okay, we'll queue up 300 dreadnoughts. And, a bunch of tanks. I don't think it'll work. And max that out. I want to end number 2. Oh. What can I do for the industry? Invest foreignly? Maybe. Maybe. So you have extra workers here. Let's build airplane factories. And barrel factories. And radio factories. I don't even know if this will work. Sweden. Oh, you have lots of people. I should have invested in lots of things. We're going to go telephone and electric gear. And synthetic oil, sure. Because we need to, you know, eat more coal. And steamer shipyards still have some value. And luxury clothes, sure. And luxury furniture. We still have so much money. Mongolia, you probably have lots of workers. Actually, you probably still have a lot of laborers and things. I have no idea if this is going to make a difference. I don't know. I'll just do that much. There's only so much fiddling I'm willing to do. I'm not bitter. You know what the problem is? Because I'm not wearing my hat. I gotta wear it before it ends. We've only got like 2 weeks left. Okay, we're not at war. I can wear the business hat. Second Great War. I think we should take a peek over in Europe, shouldn't we? Is that where it's happening? Well, wow! Listen, France, I don't want to say it, but you're kind of getting your ass kicked, aren't you? France, USA, Spain. I want to see how this ends. We're never going to be able to see how it ends. Well, I can tell you how it ends. I'm thinking France is going to surrender. And I don't make those France surrender jokes because it's like, it's so stupid. But I think that's how this one's going to end. Humiliate Casus Belli on the Netherlands. It's very tempting, but I don't have time for a war. It's literally the last day. Literally the last day. It's going to end. Wait for it. Wait for it. Game over. And an election pop up at the same time. Hang on, it'll go away in a sec. Alright. 100 momentous years have passed, and we've entered the modern age. The world is a radically different place. How did your country do? Well, pretty good. We ended up in 3rd. I'm so fracking pissed. Everyone... Oh! I have mobilized? No, because I wasn't at war. Alright. Number 3. Damn it! Still, I mean, we started from a completely uncivilized nation. You know, we were banging rocks together, basically. Okay, it wasn't quite that bad. And we have grown to, like, be a huge, huge world power. Tremendous world power. Number 3 overall. Ideology, mostly conservative. Somewhat socialist, somewhat liberal, but our people were still mostly conservative, despite the fact that our upper house is mostly liberal, which is interesting. Workforce is still 40% farmers, 23% laborers, and only 14% craftsmen. So we hadn't even industrialized our workforce really, which is interesting. I wonder what it'd be like to start start as a country that was a little bit more militarized. I still think a Belgium playthrough would be pretty good, or the Netherlands maybe. So about 35 million people, 141 provinces, 76 factories. Probably could have built a lot more of those. But the problem is as easy as it was to bring Japan into a civilized, like modernized state, we really had a hard time bringing up our workforce to acceptable amounts. I mean, clearly, only 14% of our people were craftsmen. It was a big problem trying to get people out of farming and laboring. It's our ledger. Oh. Overall military score. Yeah, we were 2nd there. But yeah, only 50 in the industrial power. 2nd in prestige and 3rd overall. Wow. Well, that was fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, national comparison. Oh, who is the most literate? The Ionians, Iceland, Baden, Guatemala. Okay, where were we? 98% literacy. Oh, so we were pretty high in the list. There we are. Province count. You can, yeah, we weren't, weren't even that high. Factories. Wow, yeah, they had a lot of factories. Hundreds of them. We only had 76. Leadership, we had that coming out of our years. Brigades, 1,600 in the UK. Sick. Ships, we didn't have. France has the most ships. That's actually really surprising. I don't know if I care about that. All the political reforms, social reforms. Actually, that might be interesting to compare. What's country? Well, not that many actually that still had slavery. Brazil. It'd be nice if we could rate this based on the great powers so that we could compare. Or could we? No, they're all ordered differently. Shoot. Wow, Belgium. Excellent safety regulations. 8-hour work days. Generous subsidies. So they were pretty socialized. Country population based on pop type. Interesting. So, I don't know what the icons are. There we go. Craftsman. Yeah, so we're 5th overall there. Yeah, interesting. Russia had a lot of factories, and it didn't actually have that many more craftsmen than we did. We had fewer factories, but they were better upgraded. That's what was going on. Cultures, province populations. Well, province populations. Wow. All right. That is price history, actually. Every time I'm like, oh, that's all I want to look at. What's this one up top? Barrels? Yeah, tank barrels, most expensive thing, not a surprise. Thing is, a lot of these were pretty flat. What's the bright yellow? Electric gear had a little bit of waviness to it. Although, this is not a very long range. It's only over the last couple of years, so. And then we're back to the front. Okay. Cool. Well, I really enjoyed Victoria 2. I'm not even sure that it's a game for everyone. Like in terms of the Paradox games, I know a lot of people really like Crusader Kings, but the kind of game I like, Victoria is very high up there. The only thing that is a little bit less than ideal for me is the real-time nature of it means that when you're having these big wars in big distributed areas, I mean, the game is going so slow because I kept having to go all over the place to try not to miss anything. When you've got something turn-based like Civ, then it's easy. New turn comes up, you cycle between all the idle units, you've given them all a command because it says, next turn, we're ready for next turn, and then you just keep moving. And even though you can have battles with like a lot of units kind of spread out over multiple continents, and obviously the geographical kind of scale is still a lot smaller in Civ, but it means you don't have to scan. There wasn't that many times where I literally had to be doing something everywhere. I was just worried that I was missing something. And there may be better ways to organize it, I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see when we go to Hearts of Iron, what it's like with the semi-automation of the troops. Using this sort of like headquarter battle plan type things instead of manually moving everyone. I'm gonna try to make use of that rather than micromanage a lot because I think it'll give us a better sense of like being the sort of war generals in the war room, planning things out. Anyway, that is it for Victoria 2. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.